So I just got back from watching Air. This is my quick out-of-theater reaction, kind of meshing the review with the out-of-theater reaction in this one video, so it'll be a little bit longer than a typical quick-hitter out-of-theater reaction. I thought the movie was solid, but I am a little underwhelmed because I love Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I mean, Good Will Hunting is literally a top 4 all-time movie for me. And sports biopics in like the sports genre is like a top tier movie genre for me. So I went in with pretty high expectations, I would say, and I walk out of this one a little let down in a sense that the movie was surprisingly slow moving and frankly a little boring at times, which I'm shocked to say. I really thought there would be some like snappy editing and just like a fast paced script that really hooked me in every single scene, and I didn't feel that. Now, that being said, I was still so fascinated with the concept of this movie. I mean, Michael Jordan is the GOAT basketball player, at least of his generation. The debate's up in the air, you know, LeBron, Kobe, all you could argue for days with it. And that will always be an argument to be had, but there's no denying the impact of Michael Jordan and his career, and this film takes a look at him and how he ended up getting his deal with Nike for his shoes, you know, Air Jordan, and how it sort of revolutionized the way that sports players from any sport made revenue, not just from playing the sport itself. So yeah, interesting concept, no denying that, and it was almost like I view this movie as a history lesson because I enjoy history. It was my favorite subject in school, so I learned a lot about the behind the scenes of, you know, Adidas, Converse, Nike, and how they were all competitors in the 80s. Learned about Nike and, you know, Sonny Vaccaro, who's played by Matt Damon, and Phil Knight, the CEO. All of these things were really interesting to learn about. But the movie was missing a bit of that pop that I really wanted. Like, I'm comparing it directly to a movie like Moneyball that has an incredible score, an airtight script, and just kept me locked into every little scene as we viewed, you know, baseball through a business lens. And this was less about, you know, the sport of basketball, more about the actual business of Nike. So I'm hesitant to really call it a sports movie. It's about the concept of sports, but it's not really a sports movie. It's straight up drama, which is totally cool. I was on board with a lot of this movie, but I did find myself losing interest at times as well. Again, the overall umbrella concept of the film was fascinating. Learning, you know, seeing certain scenes play out, the design for the Air Jordan shoe, how the name came to fruition, all of these things. But the actual product that we got wasn't as engaging as I wanted it to be. In fact, I was dozing off in about the first 30 minutes because of how slow-paced it was. It really took a while to get going for me. But once a certain scene happens with Viola Davis's character, who, by the way, she's the best performance in the movie and stole the show here for me, I was like, okay, this is way better. We just took it to the next level here. So, interesting enough, I do think that it falls victim to a little bit of the too generic sports biopic route that we've seen in terms of, like, there's, you know, a ton of popular songs on the soundtrack, and the final 5 minutes of the movie may or may not just be text on the screen. That's a trope that we kind of know in all of these biopic movies, and this one, of course, you know, goes into that. But I didn't think the movie stood out as much as I wanted it to. Like, from Ben Affleck especially, I thought there'd be more pop, more creative flair, but it almost just feels more like a generic biopic at times, so I was entertained enough. It's a solid watch. I didn't love the movie, though, like I really wanted to, but it was solid enough. Like, anywhere from a 3.5 to a 4 out of 5 for me. That's just my quick, you know, out-of-theater reaction / review, I guess, for Air. I love Jason Bateman, by the way. He's awesome. He has a lot of comedic lines in this film. He's one of the best representations of someone who can switch between drama and comedy so well. He's seen it over his career, so I loved him in this movie. But overall, I think it's a solid watch if you're a fan of Michael Jordan or the guys involved in the film and all that, but it was a little underwhelming in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if I'll watch it again, and it's not one of the more memorable sports / biopic movies I've seen recently, but it was fine enough. You know, it was solid. I'd give it a thumbs up and watch it if you're into this kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of the movie. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as I'm trying to hit my goal of 75,000 subscribers here on the channel. It would mean a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I will have a Super Mario Bros. movie review coming soon, and a live stream tonight, so stay tuned for all of those things. April's a little bit of a slower month, but May is going to be slam-packed loaded, so I can't wait for that. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.